Welcome to another episode of
The Epic Family Road Trip.
This episode we started at Uncle Harry's in Houston and drove across to Waco to visit our best friends in the whole wide world. Dina and Mike and Danny and Mikey and the whole family there, Judd and Angel. Thanks for giving us an awesome time. We had dinner together, we threw tortillas off the bridge, we got a tour of the new Dwyer Group building in Waco. A lot of fun, but we only had a short time because we needed to get out here to Vegas.
So great.
Well, thank you again.
We will be looking forward to following you every day and seeing your adventures.
Bye. Goodbye.
Yeah. I would say everything's big in Texas, and that's true for fuel stations too. This place is called Buc-ee's, and there's I mean, it's just gigantic. It's the biggest fuel station you could ever imagine, but it's also like a destination. You can go shopping. There's their mascot, and it's like 5 Walmarts put together, but everything here, it's crazy. Everything's big in Texas. Pretty big for a gas station.
It's huge.
Jerky. Yeah.
So you're going to go over to the suspension bridge, and the goal is to frisbee the tortilla on top of the columns, and whoever gets the most tortillas on top of the column is the winner. And the prize is, I don't know what.
Just win.
Rapid fire. You did. Oh. Yeah. Come on, Danny. The last tortilla. No.
So after our time in Waco, we drove all the way across Texas, which is a huge drive, all the way to El Paso. So this is an old frontier fort. We're going to take a drive through and show you how it looks. Hey guys, we're here in, what is it, Stockton? Is it Stockton? Fort Stockton, Texas. We're heading towards El Paso, and we pulled into the campground last night beside this awesome looking bus here. And so we went over and met Troy and Cindy, right? Yep. Troy and Cindy. And what's your Instagram page called?
White Whale Schoolie.
And what's the story behind that? This is the big white whale?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, chasing that dream that you know, not sure if you ever catch it or not.
Yeah, I hear you. And they're full-timers. I'm going to turn it on this way so you can see the bus in the background. These guys are on the road like us full-time, and it's always fun to meet people that are brave enough to make that massive change in life and just hit the road and turn their life into an adventure, you know. And so we had some fun talking last night, and I thought this morning we'll show you around their pretty sweet rig.
Sure.
So tell us about the whale, the big white whale.
Yes, it's a 2003 International School Bus. It was delivering kids to school the year before we bought it. It was just retired. It's from New Hampshire. Does pretty good on the highway for a school bus.
Yeah, most people that we talk to, their max speed is like 55, and we can, perfect ideal conditions, we can hit 65.
Yeah.
Nice. That's about the speed we go towing our rig. You can see our rig in the background there. There's the Jeep and the motorhome. We never really go over 6. Well, oh, you're talking. I get kilometers and miles mixed up being from Canada.
Yeah,
so
we're
you're talking
miles.
60 miles. Yeah, 100 kilometers. That's what we're doing. You have 2 awesome kids. You want to show us?
Yeah.
They're peeking out the door.
Yeah.
The welcoming committee.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Come on in.
So we're in the bus and look around. Driver's seat. This is the cockpit up here.
We're a little bit in travel mode right now, so there's kind of like stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
We're just about to start up and hit the road, but yeah, we got, you know, regular cockpit here, dinette seat here where we do our meals and stuff. Wood stove right behind us.
Yeah,
there.
that wood stove, they have an actual wood stove, which I think is the most cool idea of all, and you put an extension on the chimney when you're parked.
Stack up there when we're parked. They take it down for driving, for, you know, keep the height down.
Yeah, so it doesn't blow off.
Yep.
Home is where you park it.
One of our good friends embroidered that for us.
Oh, neat. That's so cool. So then it's 40 feet long roughly, bumper to bumper?
About 40 feet bumper to bumper. And then I think we figure it's about 220 square feet inside, but that's empty, you know, so obviously when you add cabinets and a bed and all that, it's not actually that much floor space, but there's a little bathroom in the back.
It's more floor space than we got.
Yeah, yeah, true.
And there's only 2 of us in here.
We try to spend more time outside than in hiking and whatnot, but if you see down to the back, there's a little propane heater then on the wall.
Yep.
And the bed in the back, a bathroom over there, lots of books, which is important. All of your cooking stuff here. Yeah, I came in last night and it smelled amazing. They were cooking up a storm here. You can see the whole kitchen area. And this is your fridge?
Yep, it's 12 volt. Everything pretty much is 12 volt, so that we don't have to run the inverter all the time. because
we
we try
quickly
to.
found we lose a lot of electricity just running the inverter, and the refrigerator was the only thing that we were using that was 120. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we just turn the inverter on as needed instead of having it on all the time.
Right.
Most everything is 12 volt, like charging your phones and the lights and all that.
Nice.
So we,
LED lights so they don't go out too much.
Yeah, there's 600 watts of solar panels up there. There's actually 3 panels on each side, so they're 100 watt panels. There's 3 of them on this side, 3 on the other side that I've kind of bolted into 2 separate arrays, and they can tilt either direction so that we can face both arrays in either, you know, towards either side of the bus, whichever one's facing towards the sun. And then we get the battery bank inside that those keep charged up, so we can be pretty much full-time off-grid. We have the ability to plug in a 30 amp shore power and charge up if we want to, if we need to. But we usually don't need to unless we're like at like a real shady spot for a while.
Right, or yeah. And then on the back, you've got a bit of a deck you can sit on.
Yeah. Enjoy the sunset, and you know, we intend to enjoy the sunrise as well.
Yeah. If and when you feel like it.
Yeah.
That's a deck they built on top, so I saw some pictures on Instagram, you guys sitting up there and just enjoying the sunset. That's fun. And a motorcycle, that's a nice way to get around town, you know, once you're parked. And then here's the Instagram's information. All right, nice meeting you guys.
You too, thank you.
Nice to meet you, thank you.
Also, they gave me the idea last night, you guys told me about harvest hosts.
Yep.
Which I hadn't heard of, but I noticed the winds were heavily involved with that.
Yeah.
But Harvest Host, check it out. There's an app. It's a place you can stay at, different wineries and farms and things like that. You stay for free, and then you just become a patron of it, of whatever they're selling, and it looks like a sweet idea.
Yeah, it's a great way to travel, for sure.
Awesome. Well, see you down the road. We're right coming up into El Paso. You can see on the map here, we're going to be right along the Mexican border here towards El Paso. So there's a couple of stops and checkpoints along the way where they make sure you don't have any people in your vehicle that shouldn't be there. So I think all of us are allowed to be here though. This should be all right.
In its motion lies the truth about us.
Went through El Paso, Texas, which is on the westernmost corner of Texas. We're going to be crossing into New Mexico in a few minutes. But that over there, you can see that's Juarez, Mexico, and the border's right here. So right on the Mexican border here. The temperature's starting to warm up finally. It's like 7 degrees Celsius instead of -5 like it was this morning. You look over here and that's Mexico, and you can really see the difference in the building structures and the colors and the look of it. It's a big contrast from over on this side, which is America. From El Paso, we went into New Mexico and spent the night in Las Crusas, and then we went from there, I think, right across New Mexico into Arizona and spent the night outside of Tucson.
They were here long before. They're keeping our stories, and when we're older, they will still stand tall. Things time will tell. We might never.
I love pulling into KOAs or campgrounds where there's a cattle guard at the end of the driveway, and you know you're out in the country.
Send me your songs of tomorrow.
After that, we got up and drove all the way to Scottsdale, Arizona, where we spent the night. And Scottsdale is just a gorgeous place, and that's the first time the temperatures were really nice and warm, but we could only stay one day. We had planned to go hiking there on the Camelback Mountain Trail, and you'll see we drove up there and then the parking lot was full already by the time we got there, and we just couldn't find a place to park our whole rig, so we we moved on and carried on from there right across Arizona, which was quite an amazing drive, just through wilderness areas. And then we ended up crossing into Nevada, over the Colorado River, and down into Las Vegas, where we spent the night. Good morning from Las Crusas, New Mexico. We are getting up and packing things up and gonna head west towards Tucson, Arizona. That's the plan. So we'll see you in the desert.
Breakfast.
Breakfast of champions.
I bang my head against the wall. Yeah, somehow I just never learn.
Hey guys, we are now in the state of Arizona. We came from Texas through a portion of New Mexico, and now we're in Arizona, and it's just absolutely beautiful out here. I mean, there's so much on the East Coast where we've just come from for the last, I don't know how many weeks or months, but there's a lot of history out there and amazing things, but there's something about the West when you just start crossing into this southwest area, the desert, the mountains. I don't know, I just get that feeling inside of excitement and adventure. I absolutely love this area, as we all do. We can't wait to do some hiking and mountain biking. The temperatures are warming up a bit, quite a bit, so it's going to be some really exciting stuff coming up.
Nostalgia is my second nature. My least favorite state of mind. But I go there all the time. All the time. Oh, how you worry me. I only miss it when it's gone.
What'd you get, Pete? In-N-Out Burger. Got a box full of deliciousness. I'm gonna move back to the RV and eat now. It's a nice car. We made it to Scottsdale, Arizona, to a KOA here after some chilly weather coming across the country. It's nice to be here where it's always warm. It's about 25 degrees Celsius, and we're hanging out in a hot tub here, and there's a pool over there, and we're just having fun.
Oh, I go there all the time. All the time.
Hey, good morning. Getting up early before the sun gets up to head over as soon as possible to go hiking on Camelback Mountain. It is about 45 minutes from here, so I've got to get the Jeep hitched up, and Carol's getting everything ready inside, making a coffee, and we'll be heading over there for a nice hike. So here's what happened. We arrived at Camelback Mountain this morning. Could have planned it a little better. We didn't realize, you know, on a Saturday morning the parking lot was already full. We thought we were leaving early, but it must fill up really early.
It was 7:30.
Yeah, it was like 7:30 and the parking lot was full, so with the rig we have, we need a lot of space, of course, with an RV towing a Jeep, so we drove around, found the nearest Walmart where, you know, we thought maybe we could park there, take an Uber in, but since we have to be in Vegas today and it's a 4.5 hour drive, we are making a change of plans. We're definitely going to do Camelback Mountain when we get a chance, just not today. So a little disappointed, but hey, we're heading towards Vegas, and right near Vegas in Utah, there's some amazing hikes around Lake Mead and so on, and hopefully if we get there early enough, we'll get in a good hike today, and then we've got the next 2 days to do some mountain biking and hiking. So, you know, change of plans, but it's still going to be awesome, right? Joshua Forest Scenic Road here, and I had no idea we'd be climbing this high today, but we just keep going up and up and up. I think we're getting close to the summit, but this is really high elevations. If you look ahead, you can see we're still going up. Scottsdale, Arizona to Las Vegas, Nevada. That was a long drive through the mountains, but nothing better than to get to your destination and jump in a hot tub right then. Yeah, and soak away all the tension in your shoulders and in your back from driving for 6 hours or whatever it was. It's a beautiful drive though. But here we are coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. We're here for a couple of days. I'm giving a speech down on the Strip on the 23rd, and and then we're heading probably to California to meet up with our friends out there, so stay tuned. We then got up and went hiking, which you're going to see the footage of. What a gorgeous hike. If you're ever in Las Vegas and you're not into gambling, instead of going that way into town, you go out 30 minutes back. We toured the Hoover Dam, which was spectacular to see, and then did this incredible hike, which you'll see coming right up. was the hike?
Long. It was really fun though. It's a perfect hike. It's nice. Ton of cool rocks on the way too.
Tell me the basics of this hike.
Well,
You start here.
you start here by this bridge, which is historical. Like the sign says, it was made out of the right rocks, like that kind. There. Walk here until you see that. You pretty much go up like through there, and then the hill behind that you can't see it from here. Climb up that, and there's a really cool mine shaft. Like there's big tunnels where they're mining, and like a souther or whatever it's called, where they would find what like the gold or whatever, like drain it from all the other rocks.
We're on a desert trail here in Arizona, right near the Nevada border. The Colorado River's down in the bottom of the canyon over there. This beautiful viewpoint here, though, is right beside an old abandoned mine. You can see the mine shaft right there with a deep hole, and then what looks like a sluice. I don't know where they got the water to operate it, but pretty cool. Don't want to fall down that mine shaft. It looks pretty deep.
And you go past that, you get up to this thing called the Liberty Bell, which is a arch, which is really cool.
Shape of a bell.
Yeah, and then you make it past that, you go up on the lookout, which is where you're trying to get to, and it's just insane. The Colorado River is going past. There's big mountains on each side, and in the distance there's snowy mountains.
Very nice.
It is probably the craziest hike yet.
Nice. This is awesome. I didn't even know this trail was here, but it goes forever. You can go right up to there, and I think that's overlooking the Colorado River. I'm not sure, but check it out another day when I have more time.
It's the same, but bigger than I thought. Yeah, way more.
It's a burrito with fajitas in it.
Make sure you stay tuned for next week's adventure. I'm speaking here at a conference. That's why we actually came to Las Vegas, and I'm looking forward to that. And then after that, the plan is to pack up and head west all the way to the Pacific Ocean to meet up with our other best friends in the whole world, the Johnsons, and probably spend a couple of days together on the beach doing some surfing and just having a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed this week's video. I hope you had a chance to subscribe. Thanks to all the subscribers we have so far. We really feel you're part of the Epic family, and we love hearing from you. Thanks for all your comments and questions and so on. We try to answer them as fast as we can. And in the meantime, we'll see you down the road.
In its motion lies the truth about us.